Hi, me again. So today's video is going to be a little one about my subwoofer project on the 4x4 Cosworth. Take you through what we did pictorially in constructing it out of fiberglass and MDF. So let's do it. So you mark out the area of the boot floor where you want your subwoofer box to live, and then you can trim the carpet out with a knife. Now under my carpet was a layer of foam, so I trimmed through the foam and I removed that out of the way, but I put the piece of carpet back on the boot floor, and that would help stop any vibrations due to the subwoofer. Once that's done, you can think about lining the area out with masking tape. And once you build up many layers of tape, and that's protecting the carpet from the resin, you would then put a releasing wax on top of the masking tape, and that will help it come out of the mould when it's finished. So then you chop up your fiberglass mat into manageable sizes, and when you apply those, then you can put plenty of resin on your brush and dab those right into the corners, and make sure you get plenty of overlap from one little sheet to the next, and that helps build up the strength. So you keep going with that until you've got enough thickness and it's hard enough, and eventually you'll see it will go quite dark as the resin dries, and you'll have a nice solid structure. There you go, just like that. So you can then pull that out of the mould very carefully, and you can then peel off the masking tape and trim off the excess to get the final shape that you'd like. So then you can think about, where am I going to put my speaker rings? So I've used concentric speaker rings with my car, and that enables me to sink the subwoofer below the level of the surface so it appears flush. And I'm holding that in place with some screws and a piece of broom handle there screwed in place to hold it at the right angle. And then you close the boot lid to make sure that the speaker ring clears the boot. You don't want it hitting any panel work. So then I made the front panel out of MDF, and that is also spaced off with another piece of broom handle, and that's just screwed and glued in place to hold the whole thing secure, ready for covering. Now it's two speaker connections on the back because I'm using a dual voice coil subwoofer. You might only need one if you're using a single voice coil subwoofer. And Dynamat is added to the inside of the casing, and that helps deaden any unwanted sounds. So the thing is now covered in a fleece blanket, and that's stapled in place and super glued around the edges. I'm just checking there it still fits nicely and clears the lamp cluster. And then, as you can see, if you look in there, I've got Dynamat over the speaker wires to stop them from vibrating and rattling. So they're stuck down in place so they can't move. And then I've coated the whole fleece blanket there in fiberglass resin, several coats of that. And that will go off nice and solid. And then you can think about carpeting. So I've used an automotive carpet from Amazon. You can buy it pretty much anywhere. And you first staple it into the speaker ring area, and then you use automotive spray glue, the trim adhesive, and then you can pull and stretch the carpet around and get it into position. Now if you do get any of that glue on the facing side of the carpet that you can see there, bit of WD-40 on a cloth, spray that on there, and you can wipe the glue off while it's still wet. So put it in the car and then put the subwoofer speaker into the box, final test fit to make sure it all looks okay. And then I installed a grill on mine as a protection just in case things move around in the boot. And this has been in the car for 3 years, and I've just decided to put a base port on there. So there you go, it's all done. That's how you do it. So that's it. Speaker box, really easy to make out of fiberglass and MDF. Don't be scared to do it. Reach out to me if you want any assistance if you're doing one, and I'll give you some pointers. Try it. I did it, first time I've ever done it, and I'm happy with the result. It sounds really good, and it looks the part. It almost looks factory. So take care, catch you in the next one. Thanks, bye bye.